Oh man, you
Rylan,
should.
have you ever got hurt?
I'm kind of clumsy, so but so I fall over a lot, but I don't actually get injured too often. Like
Mm,
Nate, yeah, I've seen him get injured.
we all know about Nate's injury.
Nate,
Yeah.
my mom refers to you as the Nate with the cast.
Oh my
Like that's
god.
how she differentiates you from the other Nate.
Can't believe it.
Like,
She doesn't say other
like,
names.
it's definitely a joke. Like she's like, oh yeah, I know, but it's still it's funny that she's like, oh yeah, the one with like the scooter or whatever. I'm like,
The
yeah.
scooter.
And it's hilarious. I'm like,
I
you
can't
get injured
believe
one
it.
time, but that's like the one time my mom met you.
That's true.
I think I loved it because when you had crutches, that was just our weapon of choice.
Yeah.
You were just carrying them in plain sight. But for injuries, outside of like, did I sprain or dislocate my elbow? I forgot which it was, but outside of that, when I was a kid, I generally didn't get injured. In high school of all times, I learned that I will always like slip/trip on sand.
Okay.
And that was because during the summer I hung out with some of my friends. They dragged me outside a lot, and there was this playground on base nearby, and yeah, I would just slip a lot near it, and I did get scratched up a little bit on my hands and my knees sometimes from that. And I'm like, man, I went so far without getting injured, and then look at me now, you know. And the worst part is, like, I was hanging out with like this girl that had a crush on me the whole time. Like she was sympathetic. She's like, "Wow, you just really do." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what's happening." Like I've had it once where I just fell down and I just quickly just got back up. I'm like, "It didn't happen." It's like she almost blinked and she's like, "What?" Like, "Oh yeah, you know, just don't look down and see all the sand that's the dust." I'm like, man, I don't know. Like I kind of related to Anakin. You know, like sand just is an enemy at this point because it's only there. Like I haven't tripped any other time. You know.
I don't know, maybe it's that harem anime stuff, you know? You trip and then all of a sudden you're in this awkward position with the crush.
I never fell on her. Like, I mean, I don't know. History would have been super different if I did. But she was the one that I dodged the bullet, is what I consider her. So, sadly, yeah. But I could have dreamed. You know, I think if I watched more anime back then, I think I would have potentially fell on her.
Falling on her? I
No,
think that...
no, but I would have at least aimed in that direction. I would have tried. But yeah, I fell a lot then. I don't know, like generally speaking, I think injured too much, really, which is weird because I am relatively clumsy. But it's more that I just drop stuff or I trip. It's not that I, you know, do hard stunts and get a cast on my leg. Like it's mainly just I fall or drop things a lot. You know, I'm just. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I ever. I mean, no, not really.
Man, I can't believe you. I remember a time when I think
Did you like throw yourself down the stairs?
I
That
did
one time.
downstairs. Yeah, that was
I mean, it was a really sick joke. I wish I wasn't for it, but I've not done that.
senior citizen
Senior citizen, yeah.
for the seniors, and like they told us they banned us from walking slowly down the stairs because every other year people would just get late to class because of him.
Oh, okay.
They started our year just banning us from doing that. So instead of down the stairs slowly, I just threw myself down. I would make sure nobody was in my way, of course. So I would throw my cane down.
Why'd you have a cane?
Yeah, I brought a cane. So it was my cane, like one of her. It's not like I said.
Okay.
So like I throw my cane down to make way, and then I would just fucking fling myself over. But not like jump. I would just roll.
Exactly.
Like I did it on the smaller stairs too, where like there's one line going up and one line going down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also did it on the big stairs. And that was eventually the reason why my calculator broke.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow.
Yeah. But back on topic of injuries, I remember this time back in middle school, right? I did a stupid thing. It's like it was like in the middle of gym. I don't know what we're doing, some sort of sports thing. But like I'm at the wall and I'm just filling up the cushions on the side of the wall. I'm like, you know what? What if I punched this super hard?
Oh.
Oh.
Took a step back and did my punch, and like I punched it, and of course I was like, ooh, ow, that hurt. Wow, I will never do that again. And like, after a couple of days, my hand starts getting this swollen, and I'm like,
Oh.
this isn't good. So my mom took me to the hospital, and like apparently I broke my pinky, like the joints connecting my pinky finger.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, wow, okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
I remember the procedure of like the X-rays, because it started hurting every time he told me to move my fucking hand. Like the most was when I was trying to do the OK sign, because he had me spread out each finger really far, and I was like, dude, I can't do it. But yeah,
Wow.
I broke my hand on the gym wall.
Wow.
Wow.
I know. I'm a myself. Come on. You never saw those cushions and thought, you know what? It could take a punch.
I mean, I think I've kicked it before, but I don't think I ever went in for the punch.
I would just like jump into it sometimes.
Oh yeah, like you kind of throw yourself at it a little.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
I guess besides breaking my ankle, I've also fractured it and sprained it before too.
Is it the same ankle?
I fractured. No. With the fractured ankle, it was a different ankle, and that happened on the trampoline. I just landed funny and fractured it.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah,
I mean, you got weak ankles, Nate?
I might. I don't know.
I mean, at this
And
point,
then-
maybe.
And then my
Target-
sprained ankle. I think it was like my senior year or whatever. But we were playing volleyball, and I went up to like block it, but then when I came down, I landed on someone's foot. And I guess I landed on their foot weird, and I sprained it. But I didn't really know I sprained it until like I got home later that day, and I took my shoe off, and it was like really swollen. So, like I drove home with that too. Yeah. So all my injuries have been related to ankle stuff. Really.
Well, that just means you can't play basketball.
Well, my height pretty much disqualifies me anyway.
But you can't play basketball at risk of just breaking your ankles for good.
What do you mean?
Someone's gonna do some ankle breakers on you, Nate.
I'm not planning on doing really serious basketball.
I mean, we could just casually play basketball, you know. We haven't played many sports together outside of dodgeball.
Yeah.
So we should probably, just, hang out a little
No.
physically.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to describe it. I mean, there's no other way. We always hang out like playing digital stuff, you know. Like I think it's time to get physical. It's that simple.
Yeah, we gotta get physical.
Yeah, I knew I was walking into it. Yeah, but still, like, yeah, we haven't actually gone out and like done stuff like that, like athletic. I guess that's the better word. So yeah, we should play some basketball sometime.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sean would be down. Like from what he said, I think he's good.
I mean, he has played hoops before.
Yeah. So yeah, we should.
More than any of us.
Go to
think
the
so,
ray.
yeah. Last time I played a lot of basketball was in middle school with my friends.
Mm.
In high school, just didn't really do any of that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Are you, all your classes online, Javon? Right?
They're all online.
Mm.
Oh.
So you'll have to come down at Toys Times, I guess, to hang out.
I could.
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
save it for the weekend.
Yeah. Sure.
So back to things that you're scared of.
Scared of. Okay.
Have you ever been afraid of the cooties that you just ran away?
I didn't know
Cooties?
what cooties were until way after.
Mm.
As
Yeah.
I just never heard the term, so when it was referred to in like pop culture, I had no idea what it meant.
I can't.
And it wasn't until it was like maybe 6th grade that I figured out what the word was. I was like, oh, well, I just completely missed out on that.
Just missed out on that whole kid culture.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, by the way, Kirby just got 2 wins in a row.
Of course.
Wow.
Strongest being in the universe.
Whoa, his KOs are 11 KOs.
11.
Oh my god. Like, all right.